Entering Dynasty Hub screen actions. Entering, searching pop-up, searching for opponent. If opponent is not found, invite will be sent. Selected. Notification, HANK, await, ready. Ready. Team settings. Enter. Air. Act. Spread. Custom org select. Defense. Mult. Custom 34 moose. Edit uniform. Entering. Shoes up. Shoes option is set to black pleats. Ready. Away team selection Auburn Tigers.
Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Entering play calls. College kick return.
Auburn will kick off to get us underway. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
Verticals. There are 13 categories. You have 25 options for verticals.
Offense working from the pistol. Back to pass. It's Green. Wasting no time taking a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Arkansas. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, you want to make a statement early in the game. Your first offensive possession, you go 75 yards for the touchdown. Their opponent right now is literally in shock and awe. They're in disbelief. They don't even know what hit them.
And the extra point was good.
Normal.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Cornerback coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. Sky zone. Cover 3 sky.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give out of the gun. And the visitors have nothing doing as they are greeted rudely on the opening play of the game.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Fires to the big fella. And he's down at the 41. Now That's a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and all.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Makes the grab. It's Coleman. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
The run from the shotgun. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The play action fake. The sure hands, it's Robinson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the stick.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. There have been many days for the Razorbacks where big plays from the quarterback came by running like Matt Jones, but that was a beautiful throw.
Man, I played against Matt Jones, played him in the SEC Championship game my sophomore year. We beat him 30-3, by the way. Just side note, but just dynamic player. But you're right. Always ground team, ground and pound, and they got that ability to keep some balance. These teams can open up, and Arkansas can have great seasons.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, Razorbacks! A great catch and run for 6.
I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
There are 6 categories. Covered Uenberg.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He wants to throw it again. Looking for a huge play. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Safe man lift.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone.
There are 8 categories. There are 13 subjects. Coach subject, Hawaii flood. Concept. Run. PhD stretch.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Hot roots.
They'll try it over the left side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air. It's Green. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Entering play call, normal power to formation.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second.
I-4, pistol, wing slot, jet hash double, white ribs, double stack, U-off stack, double stack.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Anthony. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Green. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. Keeps it and gets the first down. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Man, he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25. The kickoff safe for the back of the end zone.
6 categories. Yes. Yes.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's caught.
And
this one will be stopped for no gain.
There are 6 category.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
FS middle blitz free. Cover 3 was match. 3, 6. Cover 3 edge blitz free.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down.
Yes.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. It's caught along the sideline, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Slug go.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
RPO, run, out, AHB stretch.
They'll line up for a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, they really could have used that pass there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And he missed it. no
Entering
good.
play call, formation,
Missed the
there are
field
6
goal,
categories.
missed the chance to make it
Coaching,
a
there are 2
3-possession game, but
formation,
still a
coach
14-point lead,
suggestions,
guys.
there are 6 categories. You have
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. Turning it on. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Suggestions. There are 6
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That's reeled in. It's Cobb. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
There are 6 categories.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On the ground, it's Cobb. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. Touchdown, Auburn!
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25.
Verticals, there are 13 categories. You have 25 options.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Excellent.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stevens. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line.
Concept. Cover 2. Cover 2 invert hard flat.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He leaves it with his back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Entering play call, coach
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Minnesota was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Gophers over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Entering play, concept, media, mesh. There are 13 categories. You have 9 options. Mesh is selected.
Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Green. Under fire! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That's caught. It's Jones. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
There are verticals. There are 13 categories.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further.
Cover 3-yard flat.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. And wings it incomplete.
Entering play call. Cover 1 Robert Chris.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field. So they knew that they were going to have to break on passes, but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
Looking left. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
Suggestions. Formations. Shield punt there. Field goal.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Coach suggestion.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws it in. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Prevent is selected.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Daniels. With the catch, it's Coleman. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Entering base model screen, you have Cornwall.
The Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Suggestions. There are 6 categories. Cover 4 quarters. From 4, 3, Nicolets, 2 to 4 single, cover 2 invert, cover 1 goal.
So here comes the Auburn offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
You have 15 options.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the air, it's Daniels. Oh, they're after him. And not much going on downfield. They just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback here. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of said, hey, we're going to make sure we take him away.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
There are 6 categories. There are team sub, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Makes the grab over the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big plays. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing? And they're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
There are 6 categories. There are 2 subcategories.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Yes.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. Just get in trouble when you try.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
Brings him to the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Sometimes it's not about fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly, get it to him.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a 3-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Hums it downfield. Complete to the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And the Razorbacks are on the move. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. They drag him down, but not before. He's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
QB draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Outside handoff. AHB stretch. AHB stretch. Wide zone. AHB stretch.
The Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone. Using his legs, it's Washington. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
There are 13 categories.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To the air, it's Green. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner.
There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Field goal 42 yards is selected.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Yeah, and the QB never wants to miss inside or outside, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that, go make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that throw.
This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
From the gun, the ground game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Daniels. That's caught. It's Cobb. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Coach suggestions.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. They'll try the run. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Caught behind the line. It's Stevens. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Back to pass, it's Green. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
They got more sacks than a grocery. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Kick is in the air. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35.
Categories. You have 9 options. Cover 1 robbers.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Trying play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down.
Yes.
Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. There he goes to the left. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Entering play call.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one.
Cover 1 Robert Press is selected. Coach from mix. Go 3 to tie even. Cog 1 Robert Press.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now. Said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Akron rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that call will leave people scratching their head. You know, you're down a possession. You got to go make something happen. The clock is ticking. Like, we got to take some shots down the field, or we got to get our butts out of bounds after we make those catches.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Escapes trouble.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against. A guy that can absolutely fly. Nice job closing in on him and getting him on the ground.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in to get the catch.
There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Cover one hole.
The Tigers enter the final minute with the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
There are 6 categories.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback.
There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Vertical date option is selected.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive for the 25. Looking to throw, it's Green. Got a man, it's Stevens. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game. The defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's going to lose yards as he goes out of bounds, but at least he stops the clock before this 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
Defense feeling it here, trying to put a stop to this drive and maybe this game after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
3-3, 2-4 single, cover 2 invert, 2-4 load, overload freeze, LB3 schemed, 2-4 DBL mud, mid blitz.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.